So I've finally made it to the Peak District after a very long, unexpectedly long, and just frankly irritating journey. I finally made it. There were so many delays, so many stuff just going on that made the journey very long. And so now it's what, 10 to 5. I've been walking an hour because I wanted to walk out from Glossop, which is where I arrived. I wanted to walk out of there a little bit because this is why we're here, this whole beautiful scenery I'm in, which is absolutely breathtaking, might I add. I keep finding myself just lost in it, I won't lie. But yeah, we are here now, much later than planned, which is also irritating. And I am just about to have my lunch, so it's a very late lunch. And considering it starts to get dark around 6, yeah, it's not the greatest news. But it is really lovely here. And I've got the whole of tomorrow as well. So I'm probably not going to be able to go to any crazy peaks today. I'll try and walk a little bit after I eat, which is going to be great because I've made myself a nice steak and lettuce baguette, which I'm so happy to eat. Can't wait. I love my food. But yeah, I'll get that down me, walk a bit more. I'd rather not do stuff in the dark, but at the same time, I don't want to waste this opportunity, and I would like to get a bit deeper into the park, national park, whatever you want to call it, more, whatever it is. I'd like to explore a bit more before I set up my tent, set up camp and start cooking my dinner. Especially since I will have just eaten, although that never stops me, so I have no problem eating more food. But yeah, I'm going to eat now, then head off for a bit longer, and it's going to be good. It's a bit irritating that I don't have more time today to walk around, but that's life. It hits you and you've just got to roll with the punches. But I'm really happy to be here. It's like the moment I got up here into this hilly area, it's like a weight has lifted from me. It's really, really beautiful. Loads of sheep as well. Which just adds to it really, doesn't it? Anyway, let's get to eating because I am so hungry. Definitely going to be squashed. That's camp life, isn't it? That's how it goes. Actually, it seems to have held up quite well. Better than expected. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. That's good. That's really good. Oh, it's worth it. Worth the wait. And I've got another one for tomorrow and it's just going to be even better. Oh no. Never litter. Can't stand people who litter. These kind of landscapes, they're my favourite. Like, I've been abroad, it's all lovely, but the kind of moorland with some nice hills, there's just something about it, man. Especially in this weather, like it's quite gloomy, overcast. It's probably going to rain tomorrow, which is going to be fun. But I like it. It's not too hot, although I'm actually sweating a little bit. Maybe I didn't need the thermals, at least not the top one, but we'll see tonight. But yeah, it's this kind of weather I just love. A bit of wind, nice coolness. When you get walking, you warm up anyway, so it's fine. And then you have the nice breeze on your face. It's lovely. Really nice. I'm getting up early, of course, this tomorrow, and I have no real time limit for when I need to leave, as long as I can actually get home, of course. So I'm going to have plenty of time to walk around here, which is going to be great. Hopefully I can go to at least one peak, but in theory I should be able to get 2 in, which will be really nice, and just exploring the area. And I'm ending up, I can't even talk. I'm ending up back in Glossop as well. So maybe have a look around there, have a little pint before heading home. That'd be nice, because the towns around here are really nice actually. Really nice. Bigger than expected as well, it's actually quite big. Yeah, but really nice. It'd be nice to have a little look around. Yeah. Really excited. It's really nice here. I love it. It's absolutely stunning. Almost as much as this sandwich. I'm so fat. Right, so I'm about to head off in a minute to explore a bit. Got hiccups. Apparently I ate that sandwich a bit too quickly. But yeah, I'm going to head off, try and find a good camping spot, and also just explore a bit more. I've got about an hour until it starts getting dark, so I still need to be somewhat quick, but at the same time, I want to enjoy myself. These hiccups, man, they're a bit jarring. But before I do that, there's this big rock here. I'm just going to climb it up it because the view is too good to miss. And I just need to go. It's also just fun climbing up big rocks. Oh, even if you apparently almost die. Jesus. But yeah, wait until you see this. Like, look at that, man. That is stunning. Like, this is why I've come here. It's so beautiful. But if I fall, bit sketchy. My mum would have a heart attack seeing me up here. But yeah, there's even a little hut over there. I'd love to go look at it up close. Probably just a little shepherd's hut kind of thing. But at the same time, it's not the direction I want to go. So, and I don't have the time to mess around with that. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. So I guess I've maybe have reached some kind of peak. Not 100% sure what this is, but I guess it's something. Like, I don't think this is a proper peak. And if it is, it's a very small one. But like, I don't actually know what these mean, and I would look it up, but there's no signal where I am right now. Either way, it's pretty cool. I know I've seen them before in places where you're at the top or something, so maybe it's just telling me the elevation I'm at. Not 100% sure. There's some kind of, I don't know, compassy waypoint kind of thing here. But yeah, pretty cool. You know how I said earlier about too many layers and being warm? Disregard that. Even while moving now, it is quite chilly. Not too bad, but I can see that was a good point, me bringing an extra thick jacket with me as well, which I'll put on probably later. And also, you know how I said it will be getting dark around 8? Not 8, 6. Well, I think it's already getting dark, so basically everything I just said, ignore that. I'm chatting waffle. Yeah, not great. But at least I feel like I've accomplished a little something, even if it's a small elevation. Now I do need to start thinking about where I can actually set up camp. Ideally, somewhere with a bit of shelter from the winds. But at the same time, it's getting dark, but it's not really there, and I don't really want to camp down right now, you know? I reckon I can go a bit further. And by that, I mean I'm going to go further. Like, if I am in the dark a bit, then I can make do. I'm sure I can manage. And I've got a lamp for setting up camp. It's a very bright one, so I have no issue with doing that. Apart from the fact that I don't like using the lamp because it makes people aware of where I am very easily, which I don't know. Maybe it's a bit, I don't know what the word is. The wind is scrambling my brain, apparently. So I've wandered off the path a little bit because it was wrapping around where I've just come from, and I don't want to do that. And I just had a spell of the moment thing where I was like, I'll just go this way. Should find a path at some point. I'm pretty sure there's one up there. However, there is a little stream in the way, which is cool. But it means I've got to try and cross it somehow, which is going to be interesting. Yeah, it's not very big, but it is somewhat deepish. Actually, it's not too bad up there. I'll follow this little sheep trail. Actually, yeah, there's a little pathway right here, so it shouldn't be too rough to pass. There's a little stream. Quite cool, to be fair. Yeah, easy. Don't know why I made a big deal of that. And I really just want to go on a nice path again because, yeah, it's a bit, It's a bit sketchy, and I'd rather not accidentally step on an adder, even though they're definitely hibernating right now, which makes it even more annoying. Why is there a Christmas tree? Don't know if you guys can see that. Just a random Christmas tree. Kind of mad. Yeah. Anyway, I need to get moving because it's, yeah, getting dark. Woohoo! So I've come across this fence, and there's a bunch of others dotted along that line down there. No idea what they are. Like, if anyone can tell me what they are, please let me know, because I am genuinely interested. I don't know if they're maybe just here to give cover for anyone camping, but that seems unlikely. I don't know if it's to track where you are. Not an actual Scooby. They've been done well, like they're proper treated, charcoal, put in the fire so they don't rot. But yeah, I have no idea why it's here, what it's for. They're numbered. This is apparently the first one. I'm generally just interested, like, because I can't really figure out other than maybe it is meant for providing shelter from the rain, or not the rain, the wind. But who knows? If it is the case, then I might have to use it, because I don't know where else I'm going to do it other than right in the middle where there's wind. Yeah, which isn't ideal. My only other option is to maybe continue that way for a bit, which is probably what I'm going to do, and hopefully find some kind of little shelter cover where I can set up the tent away from the wind, because there's going to be wind no matter what. I'd rather it's just a little bit sheltered from it, because when I was down at the little stream bit, there was literally like no wind. So, but obviously I'm not going to camp right on a stream. Yeah, but yeah, let me know if you know what that is, because I'm genuinely bamboozled, but it would be really cool to know. Right, I found a solid path, and as solid a path as I'm going to get here. I want to go to the Kinder Peak, whatever it's called, Kinder Scout, which I believe is that one in the distance. That's quite far, but hopefully I can make it there tomorrow. I have all day to do it, then loop back. I think this path will lead me there, or at least most of the way, and it's a nice walk, and hopefully I will find some kind of spot on the way in the near future, because it is getting pretty dark already, where I can set up my tents. I might have to firm it and just deal with the winds. That's probably what's going to happen, but let's see. At the very least, it's nice walking along a solid path, which, by the way, must have taken years to do. Well, maybe not years, but a long time. Hauling all this stone here, having to go back to get more, that could not have been a quick or easy job. But that's pretty cool. I love that. Like, just the fact that people do that. And it will be a sick job to do. Like, this is going to be here for pretty much ever. Might get a bit not rotted, but a bit damaged over the years and stuff, but it's not going anywhere. And it's really just pretty cool. I'd love to do something like that. Another good thing about following this path is that if it does get dark and I'm still going, real simple to follow, I'm not at risk of injuring myself anywhere near as much. There's always going to be that risk, don't get me wrong, but the risk is considerably lower because it's a stone path, pretty straight, even the uphill bits, like, it's so much easier, which means I can cover more ground, which is something I'm really tempted to do. And again, I've got the lantern, which is ridiculously powerful and bright, so that will sort me out as much as I need for cooking. Obviously it's still not ideal, but I don't know, I'm tempted to keep going for a bit longer, even if it's really starting to get dark. Although, it doesn't look too bad on camera. Although when you look forward and see the lights on everywhere else, that does tell you it's getting dark. But I'm loving it. I'm loving the wind. I'm loving the fact that it's getting darker. I don't know. I just feel alive. It's great. I love just getting out and doing this stuff. I need to do it more, regardless of time. It's hard to fit in with your 9 to 5 or 8 till 5:30, 8:30 till 6, whatever the rota ends up being. It's hard to do, but it's so worth it. If you've had a long week, getting out here into the nature, into the wilderness, and just going for a nice walk, nice hike, setting up camp, cooking some good food. Oh, I can't wait for my dinner. I'll let you know what it is later when I'm cooking it. Slightly prepped, but it's gonna be good. It's fun. I just love this. I cannot recommend doing this stuff more. It's so good for you. It's just good for your soul. Like I said earlier, it's just like a Jesus, can't talk. It's just like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, despite the fact there's literally a heavy bag on my back. But yeah, I love it. I love it so much. Right, so I was just walking along the path a bit further than when I last recorded, and I ended up seeing this on the side. So I came to have a look. Not really sure what it is, because at first I thought, I'm like, surely it's a car. A bit of a weird place to have a car crash and broken apart, but it won't make sense. But at the same time, that does not look like a car engine. And when you look at the plating of this, that doesn't look like a car plate for the outside. I'd argue it actually looks kind of like a plane or glider, which makes me wonder what is it doing here? What happened? Pretty cool little find though. Like, from what I've seen from going to like little museums and stuff, that's like I'm sure that's a plane engine. Surely. Like a rotor, maybe, I don't know. Either way, pretty cool to come and find this. And also, it's actually a pretty good camping spot, or at least along this little, I'm going to call it a creek. It's not a creek, but I'm going to call it a creek. Just along this bit. I'm going to wander up and see if there's another decent flat spot. But it's actually, I might be making my camp around here, because I do actually need to get on with it. But yeah, just a fun little find that. Definitely gets you thinking about what happened, because why is it here? But yeah, I'm going to wander up here, have a look, see if I can find a good spot. Oh, there's more over here. What is that? Definitely not what I was expecting to find along the path. But the more I look at it, I'm like, it looks kind of like a plane. Like, why is there a crashed plane over here? Bit odd. Like, more there, more down here, all along. Like, bit random, but still pretty cool to find. Ground wise, it is looking pretty solid, like especially here. There's also no droppings from what I can see, which is actually, there's some there, but that's pretty much inevitable. But I'm thinking I might actually set up camp here, because it's in a little dip, which will help protect me from the wind a little bit. It's going to be windy no matter what, but definitely helps a little bit. Although it does then funnel down here, but that's going to be inevitable. Yeah, I think this is the spot. And I definitely need to get a move on with it, so yeah, let's do it. Right, let's get the tent sorted. Be nice to have a place to prop this up against, but I don't think that's on the table today. Watch it all fall apart, jeez. Although, before I actually get started, let's have a bit more water, because I definitely have not had enough water. It is getting dark. Good thing I've chosen I came across this place, whatever I'm saying. Good job I found it, because yeah, walk in the dark probably, as fun as it might be, the moment it comes time to set up and cook, becomes a bit more irritating. Almost as irritating as the lid of this bottle, which just doesn't go on properly. Is that done? Oh jeez, oh my god, go on. There you go. Bit more irritating than it should have been. Right, let's get that back in, just because it works a little better. Maybe not crush those. Oh, that'll do for now. Also, I've been a bit stupid with the tent. I haven't actually opened it up to see if it is all there, all good to go. I haven't tested it, which is not what you're meant to do. You're meant to test it before coming out into the field, so to speak. But I guess I'm just one of those do as I say, not as I do kind of people, because that seems to be the way I always do stuff, which again is not the right way of doing it. Let's weigh that down, the big coat. There's a little ribbon and everything, like opening a present, except it's not been tied very bow-like, making it a bit more irritating to open up. You're gonna open nicely? Probably not. I'm half a mind to cut it, but at the same time that would be a waste because I'll probably want it in the morning. Oh my god, why is it being irritating? This is where you find out I'm terrible with knots, which for this hobby is not very useful, because knots are very important and useful. Let's put that in my pocket so I don't lose it. I'm in a weird place right now temperature wise. The wind's making me a bit chilly, but at the same time I'm actually kind of warm, but I'm sure that will all change once the walking has worn off. Right, probably should be looking at instructions, but at the same time kind of want to just try and get on with it. Oh. Whoa, looking like a decent sized tent though. Mad. That's going to be nice and cozy once it's eventually set up. What is this? Again, window flap maybe, I don't know. Let's put that under so it doesn't blow away, because I'm going to need these, I'm sure. That's the pegs. Good, I definitely have pegs. The most important part, to be fair. Is there an instruction? Probably should look at instructions. Yeah, why not? Why would I do that anyway? Let's just do it. Is it all going to come out? Yeah. I like how I'm using my big coat to weigh stuff down. Very smart, that. Definitely not going to backfire on me in the slightest. Right. It's been a while since I've set up a proper tent, actually. It's going to be quite fun. Oh, it's already tangled. That's good. It's not a tent set up without a bit of tangled foliage going on. Well, I'm guessing this is the long one, surely. Let's just get them all set up so I can compare. I reckon it's going to be a nice night, actually. Surely I'm going to sleep quite well in this little setup. Oh my god, I say little like they're not the longest poles in the world. Just 2 poles. Okay. Again, normally people look at how something works beforehand, so this is going to make me look very idiotic, I'm sure. Which would only be the truth, so. In God's name, do the poles go in? Okay, that's one bit. Where's the entrance bit? There it is. Let's get that through. Because in theory, the moment they're both through, shape should take. Oh, already come apart there. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Okay. Must be another bit to go through. I'm confused. Already, that took long. Unless in that other little bag there's actually another pole. But I don't know why it wouldn't be. My skills shown here. By skill, I mean lack of. How long does it take a man to put up a tent? That is a very good question. No, it's all pegs and some rope. All useful, but doesn't help me here right now. Yes, mate. It must just go through here, surely, and it bends. Surely. Then they'll cross. That's what I'm imagining. Let's see if I am right. Oh. Then there must be the other one there. Right. Let's try and get the other one and then see if that makes any kind of shape. Oh, look at my knees. Messy knees. Oh. Okay, that's the entrance at least. I found that. Something's going well. Right. Oh. Grunting like I'm a 50-year-old man. And I am most certainly not. Even if it feels like it. There you go. That's one through. Where's the other side? Bit on the other side. Where are you? There you are. Let's push you through. Keep hearing grouse, which sound a lot like ducks, but they're not ducks. Most certainly not. Right, before this blows away, let's get this sorted out. This is the interesting bit. I've got to curve it and pin it in. Again, before it blows away, which could be very quickly in this wind, because it is a bit nuts. Not sure how this is going to go, actually. Let's do this side. Maybe if I do two pole ends separately, it'll help with the shape. Oh no. Reposition. Where's the... There it is. There you go. There you go. Oh, it's come out. It's come out of that one. No. To be fair, this is a two-man tent, which in theory means 2 men are needed to set it up. That's what I'm going with, at least. To explain my inadequacy. It's come out, one of them, hasn't it? I can just tell. Oh my God. This is going well. Just made a massive kite, really, haven't I? Oh, at least it is shaping. The shape's there. And there's plenty of space. Damn. I'm going to be comfy tonight. Maybe I should have gone a one-man tent. Right. Got to keep hold of that while I get the peg sorted. Jeez, he's a big boy. Let's get 1 tent peg. There you go. I'm going to just say, let's do it here. No fussing around. Although now I've found a rock there, that's a bit irritating. Let's go diagonally. Oh, there's a bush right there. Maybe I've done this in the wrong place, but hey, let's keep going. It's only slightly in the bush. Oh. Yeah, it's going to be a windy night. No avoiding that. I have just found a rock there, so that's not the greatest. Let's try that peg again. I'm pretty sure I've bent it, but maybe at an angle to avoid rock. There you go. That's better. There you go. Very windy, but it's done. Let's tie this bit up. I'm wondering if that little flap that came with it is for this top bit to, I don't know, cover it so there are no light comes in. I'm not going to bother with that though. I don't actually mind the light being in there. Right, let's get all these bits that could fly away even, tidied away like so. I'm guessing these rope bits are for that, which again, I don't think I'm going to bother with because I really don't need them. Unless I should, maybe I should, for extra support, aren't they? Are they? I don't know how they work. I might just wing it and not do it. Probably not the smartest. But hey. Right, tent's all set up. Let's maybe start getting some bags in there. This flapping is going to get annoying, but I'm sure there's ways to deal with it. I don't know how though. But let's actually get some light going because it is starting to get a bit too dark to work. Now the one problem I have with this lamp is it's stupidly bright. See what I mean? But that is actually quite useful in this situation. So in theory, I'll put it in there. That helps a little bit. And it actually muffles some of the light. That's actually quite good. I'm a-okay with that. How do I pin this back? That's how, I think. I don't know if I'm capable of tying right now though. Is that another string or am I just being an idiot? Probably both of those things. Can I just be a bit stupid and wrap it around a bit? Pull? Probably not, but it's done the job for now. Right. Oh, all my stuff's at the bottom for the bedding. Got my stove there, chuck that in the middle, centre there. Gas, pots, don't need the porridge right now. Lunch for tomorrow. Right, meat, bit mangled but will still cook fine. The rest of the prep for dinner. Blow up mattress, again a new addition, not used it before. It's a good chance I have to blow it up myself, which will be very interesting. Little plane there. I say little like it's not massive. Or is it a helicopter? Not sure. I can't open this. It's doing my head in already. Does take long. Oh, just a pull situation. Again, my lack of skill is showing. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to blow this up with my mouth, aren't I? I'll definitely skip filming that. Again, chuck that in just so the wind's not there. Oh, another little addition to put on my wrists or hands with it. Yep. That's going to be a blow up one. I will skip doing that because I'm sure no one wants to watch me blowing. And of course, my microphone decided to just not work or turn itself off or something. And then, yeah, that happens because the clip wasn't messed up enough as it already was. But yeah, right here, I'm just basically wanted to show the layout inside the tent and how there's a lot of room. It's a 2-man tent, so I'm not sure why I'm surprised by that, but there's loads of room for my bag and equipment, plenty of room for my bedroll, which is, again, new and really actually very comfortable, along with my pillow and, you know, the sleeping bag. And yeah, it's just very nice, very cozy, and still plenty of space to move around, which is absolutely lovely. Right, I've lit it up as best as I can. It's going to be hard to do. I'm not even sure how well the cooking's going to go with the wind like this. I'd rather not go to bed hungry, but there's a chance I will, which again is not ideal. I am going to give it a bloody good go though to get it done, because once again I am hungry and generally just need to eat anyway. I suppose if I have to, I can eat the other sandwich I made for lunch tomorrow, which wouldn't be ideal, but it's better than going hungry for the night. Then there's moments when the wind dies down, so might be all right. Might be. That seems kind of stable. Let's do it there. Well, it's quite close to the tent, but I'm sure it will be fine. Right. First things first, get the pot out. Cutlery can all go. Just going to do it in this, to be fair. Don't have a frying pan. Don't know if I'll bother with hot chocolate tonight. Might be a bit difficult to do. We'll see how this goes. Could quite like hot chocolate. That is not as stable as I thought it was going to be. Not as flat even. Bit jarring. Come on. Surely I can find a sweet spot that's not tipped towards me would be preferable. Yeah, that'll do. Right, let's get the flame going. Let's try it with my electric lighter. Save me going searching for my usual one, but I've been smart with that at least and brought a backup. Oh, the wind is gonna make this real interesting. Can I block it at all? I do not know. But it is going, so there's that at least. Right, that's the big one. I don't want the big one. There you go, it's on. Let's get the meat. I might just have to keep hold of it this whole time, to be fair. Like, yeah, that hasn't gone well. This is going to be an experience. I might have had to use the big pot actually. This is good. I don't know if it's going to fit. Oh yeah, I haven't told you what I'm cooking, have I? I am going to be cooking beef hash with egg. Sounds banging, I know. And I've prepped the potato for the hash and with some onions in it. And of course I'm going to cook this till ideally brown. I can't really see it, so this is going to be interesting. Then I'll add the potatoes in, get them nice and tender with the onion, of course. Then in theory, then you mix in the egg. But that all depends on whether or not I bother with the egg or not, because who knows how well this is going to go. I'm starting to think I should have used the bigger pan. But hey, let's just make this work. Push comes to shove. I'll be eating beef for dinner. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit much more into this. I should have used a bigger pan. I'll tell you what, I'll cook this up. I might chuck an egg in there. Then push comes to shove, I can just have the rest of the hash and egg either in the morning, or if I really need to after this, I can cook it separately. But we'll see how this goes first. Got the hash in there. Can't really fit much more, so I've got leftover hash. Haven't put egg in yet, but I'm thinking I might put one egg in there, see how that goes, and push comes to shove, I can chuck use the rest of the hash and the eggs either in the morning or if I'm really hungry after this. We'll see how it goes. Right, if you can see through the smoke, because it's actually, oh god. Doesn't look like the most appetizing thing in the world, but put an egg in there with the hash and the beef. It's all cooked. Going to go down a treat. That much I can promise. So I'm probably going to just cook that, and I might make myself hot chocolate. See how I feel about doing that, and then call it a night. Because I'm tired. It's dark. Kind of want to just chill in the tent. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go munch down this. So I'll probably report back in the morning. Right, so it is 7:15 in the morning, and I had quite a nice night, to be fair. Pretty decent sleep. Yeah, I woke up quite a lot, so it was pretty inconsistent, but I still fell asleep plenty and got enough sleep. But yeah, the wind, I don't know if you can hear it, is making the tent go a bit crazy, which definitely kept waking me up. But yeah, it's nice and comfortable in here. I did get some decent sleep. I'm ready to get going. But of course, that wind that I'm just talking about, which you can probably hear, does present a problem, as in packing up and cooking. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cook really in this wind. I might give it a go, but I don't know how well it's going to go, so I might give up quite quickly. And then there is the fact that it's going to be hard to pack up. So I think I'm just going to have to try and pack up what I can back into my bag while in the tent, and then deal with the tent last, which is going to be a whole lot of fun, but needs to be done. So I can't really stand around complaining. It's starting to get light already now. I think sunrise is around 7:45 now. So it'll be starting to get lighter now anyway. And yeah, I'm excited to start heading off and just enjoying the day, walking around, hopefully seeing a couple peaks if possible, and then making my way back around to Glossop, ready to go home, which would be nice. Yeah. So let's stop blowing around and start packing up and getting ready to go. So I have finally packed up everything inside. That took way longer than it should have, and then I hoped for around half an hour, which is not ideal. But it's all done now, and now I'm just going to pack up the tent as best as I can. The plan of action is keep it all pegged in, remove the poles, then remove one peg at a time, just folding it over. And I'm hoping that'll do the job, because otherwise it's going to be a very long process. But let's get to it. And in the future, remind me to tie the knots properly, because it is a pain undoing them, especially in the cold. There you go. Right, I have to do both actually. That's one down. Let's get that all folded away. It's one less thing to accidentally break. Well, that peg didn't hold up. Right. Let's not forget about that. That's one. Right. Let's see if we can do this in any way effectively. Well, this hasn't gone to plan. Right, tent is done, finally. Didn't go entirely to my plan of action, but it's done, ready. Let's get this loaded up, and then I'm thinking, rather than cook my breakfast right now, I'm gonna go up that way. I know I've reached a new summit or peak, or there might be a chance it dips down a bit, which might be better for wind, and I'll find a nice place to cook some breakfast there. Because I do need to eat, but I don't really want to do it here because the wind is just getting a bit crazy. So that is the plan. Right, so I am just continuing my journey along this little pathway that I started last night, and it's a good thing I did stop when I did, because it kept climbing and it's just gone even windier, even colder up here, to the point my eyes are starting to water, but that's a pretty normal thing. But yeah, it's a good thing I stopped when I did, because also, as flat as it is around here, it's not very good soil, even though it is absolutely stunning. But yeah, it's a good thing I stopped when I did, and I'm very glad I did. I'm real excited to just get some nice walking done today though. It is 8:15. That whole pack up situation took way longer than I would have liked, but I'm on the move now, and hopefully we'll be at a peak soon. Right, I've come across this little waypoint thing here right now, saying that Snake Inn is that way. Just searched up, is an actual like inn pub place, which is piquing my interest, won't lie. Might be nice to stop off there. But I thought before I do that, I want to reach the summit of Kinderscout, which is that way, up that nice bit of a hill and then over it. So that's not even it. But I want to do that first, because then I can loop around, go to Snake Inn, have a little chill one, maybe just recover a little bit, then go that way to Bleak Hills or something like that, I think it was called. Another bit of a peak, and then make my way back to Glossop, which sounds like a solid plan to me. It rounds out nicely and will take me right well on the end of the day. I don't know how long it's going to take me. Hopefully not too long, but it's nice to actually have some kind of solid plan, to be fair. I never normally do, and that's something I definitely should start doing, because no plan is not good. Well, I'm looking at a little hill bit up there, and that is quite steep. So that's going to be interesting. But I'm sure I'll manage just fine. Yep, this is a very steep climb. There's a chance I might actually have to get on hands and knees to get up here, which would be a bit mad. Hopefully not. Oh. My goodness. But this is what you imagine when you say you're going for a hike, especially once at the Peak District or anywhere where you imagine tall heights. Right, I found a small spot which is sheltered from the wind, which will be the perfect spot to make myself some breakfast, because I'm absolutely starving. And just realised I hadn't had the microphone here, so I don't know how well you heard any of this. So I'm probably going to have to repeat myself. So just to summarise, after that little microphone mishap, I am boiling the water to make the porridge, and then I'll also make some coffee after, and that will be the main thing. I found a little bit of shelter which is away from the wind, so it makes it work while I'm doing. Water's boiled, lovely. And yeah, if I'm still feeling hungry or just feel like it, I can also cook up the rest of the hash and the 2 eggs I didn't use last night, which would be good for extra fuel and also less weight to carry around, even though it's not adding all that crazy amount of weight. Right, let's get this poured in without doing it onto my hands, ideally. That's one. Probably should have opened the other one in preparation. And that is two. Let's give those both a nice quick stir before I start on the coffee. So I'll need time to properly make itself anyway. But these will go down a nice treat, I can already tell. I don't know if it's the age, but I have taken to drinking more, not drinking, eating foraging oats more. I know I'm on a health kick and everything as well, but something about nice porridge in the morning just cannot be beat. Right, let's pour the rest of that in there. Probably will need some more, yeah. Okay, just go on there. Grab some more water for that and get the coffee on the go. There's nothing like a nice coffee in the morning. There you go. Let's pour the coffee in here. Decent amount, because after all, it's a smaller cup, so it's not as big a brew. So might as well make up for it in strength. Lovely. Perfect. Then I can get going. Beautiful. Gotta love a nice cuppa. It is taking a while for the porridge to get thicker, which is a bit annoying. But hey, make do with what you got. Probably didn't need as much water in there. Could have saved some water for myself. But hey, you live and you learn. Also, I need to actually just do sachets next time, because these take up way too much room in the bag. And I have sachets at home anyway, because that's what I use normally. So I don't know why I didn't just grab some of them. I suppose I was thinking I didn't want to do it in my mug or anything, but I could have brought another little thing to eat it in, and that would have still saved me some room. So I really don't know what I was going on about when thinking about packing these. God, they are taking a while. He is getting there though. He is getting there. Put that away now. Nice, starting to brew. Oh. Lovely. Might still be some water in there, so let's get the most out of it. Oh, that's going to be lovely. Nice cup of tea, coffee, porridge. To be fair, I don't know if I can be bothered to cook up the eggs and hash right now. Maybe later, but I think I'll just stick to this for now. Could always cook it up when I get home, to be fair. There's an extra little thing. Don't know if there's actually any water left in there, but let's just keep it going for now anyway. dribble it everywhere. Now I think that's all done. Do a bit more in there. Now we can just let it cool. Cheers. Right, quick update for you guys. I'm no longer going to be heading towards the Kinder Scout Peak just because it no longer really makes sense for my journey. It will mean going out the way a bit more, which I don't really want to be doing. So instead I'll be heading more towards Crowden Head, which I'm heading towards now obviously. And then from there I'll curve around and start heading towards Snake Road and then try and head towards Snake Inn, from which point I'll either head straight back to Glossop or maybe go for another little wander still towards the Glossop area. So that's the main update. Another side update, I have lost my lamp. It's all my fault. Sorry, there's a bit of a jump I've got to do. Action shot. Banging. Yeah, I secured it to the outside of my pack, but clearly didn't secure it well enough. It worked yesterday, but at some point on this journey it has fallen off, which is a shame. It wasn't crazy expensive, so it's not the end of the world, but not ideal. But hey, stuff like that happens. You live and you learn, and I just need to make sure I secure it more strongly in the future, because it still made sense to have it on the outside. It just wasn't secured well enough. But hey, stuff like that happens. No point dwelling on it. Either way though, I am loving this journey so far. I'm on sort of just following a stream at the moment, and the path is very twisty and nice and just fun. The stream looks lovely. There it is for you guys. Yeah, it's a lovely little walk. I'm starting to get conscious of the time, even though it's what is the time? It's only, I'm trying to, well, I don't know what I'm doing there. Yeah, even though it is only, it's not even 11 yet, it's literally 10:15. So I have plenty of time, but I'm aware these walks can end up taking longer than ideal. And while I don't have the time limit to get home really, I do still need to not be stupid with the timing, you know? Especially since it is going to be raining around 2ish apparently. And I'd rather not get caught massively away from shelter, as in Snake Inn, when that happens. Because it can be fun, but I've got a long journey home. I'd rather not be soaking for it, you know? But yeah. I'm just looking around right now, and I love how I can just see so many other people on their walks, their hikes. Some by themselves, some in groups, some just pairs. It's just really cool to see. A lot of power is just something that people do. People do love to just come out here and hike, because it's such an incredible thing to do. It'd be a shame if no one did it. Oh my god. These pockets, however, are not incredible. I would love it if I could get the bigger ones. Jesus. Yeah, I need to open this up anyway. There you go. That's better. I've decided to have my lunch. Could have held it back another hour or so, but since it is only 11, but I am hungry and I want to eat, especially if there is risk of it raining in a little bit. If it's going to rain in a little bit, then I'd rather not try and eat in the rain. So I figure I'll get it done now and then get on with it. And I think because I've had it yesterday, I'm even more excited to have it now, because I know it tastes good. I know it's going to do me so, my tummy's going to be so happy. Let's not lose the coat. I might put that big coat back on, because it is a bit chilly up here. But then in theory, I might be going down it a bit, because I have reached the Crowhaven. Is it Crowhaven? Crowhaven, wherever it is. Crowhaven Head, wherever it is. I've reached that area now, that kind of peak. This isn't it, but I've reached that area. So I'm now starting my journey back towards the Snake Inn, along the Snake Road. I'm not sure how long that's going to take. Maybe just under 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, depends how quickly I'm walking. Either way, it'll be good. It'll be a nice journey. I've enjoyed the journey so far. Even the bit through the marshy area, which was definitely experience. I had to be real tactical with my footprints, my foot placements. A lot of leaps. My ankles are definitely hitting me a little bit right now, so I need to take that easy. Yeah, it's been good. It's been really good. Whoa! Yeah, so I timed putting this big coat on perfectly, because not even 10 minutes after doing it, it started raining. So clearly, I do have some idea what I'm doing. Hopefully I'm not missing paths though, because that would be a shame. But yeah, I timed that well. Well, now it's stopped, I'm getting warm again. Bit annoying. But yeah, at least I'm not soaking wet. Although it's meant to rain much heavier later, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm well on my way now. And it is a lovely bit of scenery here. Again, pretty much the same as everywhere else. But there's just something about it. And again, another little river. Don't know why I'm struggling to show that. Lovely. Love walking along a river. Something, or stream, because this isn't a river, it's a stream. But it's just really nice. Yeah. Right, so I reached the Snake Pass Inn, and it both didn't look open and also didn't really look like the kind of place you can walk in and get a pint. So I'm now just walking along the road to try and get to Glossop, because to be honest, I don't want to. I think my feet just need some flat road to walk along, to be honest, and I also just want to get there quickly, because I'll be honest, I am very tired and my feet are hurting, I'm wet, I just want to start heading home. So I'll head into Glossop, I might get a pint there in one of the pubs there, maybe a coffee, then yeah, I'll probably call it there. Right, 2 hours of walking later since the Snake Pass Inn, and I've finally made it into Glossop again. And yeah, safe to say I am completely exhausted. Yeah, the original plan was to sit in the pub, get a pint, relax a little bit before heading home. But I'm just so battered right now. My feet are in bits, and so I just want to get home. So that's the plan. I'm just going to head straight home from here. With that being said, of course, it has been incredible. Like, the Peak District is just beautiful, absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait to come back here again.